Good, yeah, messy hair Monday, I guess. Today we're going to try a few products that's in my collection that I need to decide if I need to keep it or not. I don't know how the lighting's doing. I kind of rearranged some stuff in this room and I'm not sure I quite like it just yet, but we'll see how this goes after I edit this. As I showed you last time, that I was trying to get my makeup collection down. Now, I had gotten 3 large trash bags worth of makeup out of here that was old. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. And then I have a whole bunch that's stacked up in boxes for friends and family to go through before I decide to do whatever with it. And I showed you guys what I still have left to go through. So let's see. We are going to actually kind of just play around with makeup. It might be stuff that you've heard of before and you've tried before, you love it, you haven't went back to it for a second because something new became your new favorite and might make you go, I wonder, yeah, let's go try that out again. Or it might be, brand new stuff that you've never heard of before to you and everybody else might have heard of it. I'm in that boat. So I've already went ahead and primed my skin with my favorite, and this is what I'm going to be using until I get through all these foundation samples. That's what we're going to be working on with foundation. But I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, oil-free, pore minimizing, and it's the one that's kind of like in a purplish looking tube. This stuff is amazing for my skin. I love it. And let's see, the next thing we're going to go to is Becca Coverage Without the Cake. Full coverage breathable cream. I have 2 samples and you will notice that I will use all 3 colors. Because why not? I know, that was probably a little crazy to be adding all the colors, but they don't give you very much even for 2 of those little samples to really do anything. And I'm not seeing full coverage. I'm seeing light to almost medium. Like there is a lot still showing through. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but I can see it right here in my mirror and it's not bad. I'm not big on full coverage foundations in the first place because, I've got some weird skin. But I am trying out this AOA Shop Miss A sponge. I'll be trying out brushes. I need to go through my brush collection too. And this thing so far sucks. It is so light. There is not a whole lot of bounce you're going to be doing. It's so flimsy, and I'll wash it up, put it in with my craft stuff, and maybe I could actually use it for my crafts. All right, the next thing we're going to try is the Winky Lux Peeper Perfect Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer in Light. Oh, did you guys go insane when I put that maple color on my face? I was hoping it'd give me a little bronzy look of the foundation, and it just didn't do that. Maybe if I would have added more. But we're going to go ahead and try this. Like I said, I'm not sure about my lighting right now, so that's what happens when I move stuff around. But I kind of like not being up against a wall like I was before. This was the wall I was up against. I felt a little claustrophobic. Alright, so we're going to put a little bit here. Okay, so that concealer is it's not as thick as the Tarte Shape Tape, but it has that moisturizing property feel to it. Like it feels like kind of oily. Kind of like the Tarte Maracuja concealer. It didn't do too bad of a job on hiding stuff under my eyes. And if I keep poking myself in the nose, we're going to have issues. But so far, so good. Looking good. I will do like a wear test before I have to wash this off before I head to Planet Fitness, because they don't really care for ladies to be wearing makeup when they go to the gym. Which kind of screws me on trying to get anything else done. So we're going to move on to Tarte's Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. This little guy right here. And I have one that hasn't been opened yet. It might be that one. If it's that one, and I don't end up caring for it, I will put the new one in the giveaway. Yep. So I have one that's unopened. And somebody else can love on it. We're just going to set this. And I just did my floors yesterday. I really don't think I like this brush. It's too, I don't know. I like something that's got a little bit more density to it, and this is not it. Anybody else having a good starting of summer? I say starting of summer because it's hot as hell out there, and I am happy for it. Alright, so the next thing we're going to go on to is more face stuff. We have another Tarte product. This is the Tarte's Park Avenue Princess Peach Bronze. It comes in a little case like this. Instead of putting bronzer and all that other and blush on, I'm just going to use this little guy right here. As soon as I clean out this fair brush. Has anybody tried their fair brushes yet? This is like, I think my second time using them. Because I used it on my other look the other day. That cleaned pretty good. So we're going to go swirl, 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 swirl. Unless you got time to take and dot in each one, it's a swirling situation. I don't know if you guys can see any of that or not. It's very, very light. I feel like I need to really dig into this thing to get anything. I think that one made it better. Dig, 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 dig. That's a lot of work for all that. We'll just throw some down here just because. Some up here. Watch, now the blush part we'll want to show through. Oh, you guys see that I think it's Ted Bundy's movie that's got Zac Efron in it, that's on Netflix now. It supposedly came out a couple days ago. I forgot all about it. I will be sitting down and watching that hopefully today at some point in time. I might have went a little ham on my face over here, but you know, so you guys can see it. Alright, the next thing we're going to go for is eyes. Now I have this Raver Girl by MAC eye palette. I've never used it before. I swatched it a couple times, and apparently there's only one look that I plan on making out of it. I can't remember where I got this from. It's got a nice little mirror. It's got all these colors. I will swatch these all for you just in case. Packaging looks like that. And it did have one of these little guys in it. And let's see what I can do with this. So apparently I started going on with my makeup and my camera stopped recording. So this eye is done. This eye still needs some work. It's got some eyeshadow on it. I'm going to talk about the eyeshadow for a second. I'm not real pleased with this. Like this dark color right here, it's very patchy when you try to blend it out, and it disappears after a second. So I tried to cover it up with this silvery like gunmetal color right here, and that helped out a little bit on this eye. This eye, I was having so many problems. I was so upset because this I think is very beautiful. I think that is a very beautiful palette, and I'm like, oh, there's colors in there that I'm going to love. I'm going to open that up and, so I might be depotting a few of these. Now with the purple shadow, it doesn't do well with the dry brush. I did try to use a wet brush on this side to see if there was any difference, because on this eye I ended up using my finger and it worked amazing, but it didn't work so well with a wet brush. It is basically, you need to use your finger. And that's a nice little transition shade, whatever you want to call it. It worked awesomely. Very pigmented for the color it is. Some of these are really kind of creamy, velvety, touchy situations. Some of them's kind of powdery, which, it's an eyeshadow. It's going to happen. This one right here that I threw on top of it, you gotta really get your finger in there. But it's got this, like, look to it. Look how pretty that is. But I mean, when you swatch it, it turns to nothing. But it's good for packing on your eyes. It gave it a little bit more sheen, kind of like what I like. I'm pretty pleased with some of these colors. Some of them, like I said, I'll probably depot the ones that I don't, or the ones that I do love so far, or kind of want to play around with some more and put this in another palette and give them a go. I did highlight my face. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. You guys can sit here and watch this part, I guess. I don't have a clean brush. Oh man. There's one thing that's not right about this other eye over here, because I don't have, I'm going to use a little bit of this like gold color right here. Just a little bit. And then a little bit of this. Maybe. I don't know how much it's going to pick up on the brush. And hit that brow bone. We are not too worried about the brows right now, because I'm trying to grow out this little guy, because I went and seen somebody else to go wax them, and I should know better than that, but it's slowly growing back in, so it's going to be matching with this one hopefully soon. Alright, so I already have the eyeshadow done. I did go ahead and get my brows done, which I got this little thing off of Amazon. I was like, okay, that's the weirdest thing in the world. But it's actually a kind of helpful guide. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a measurement tape up here on each end. And you find where your nose is kind of straight or whatever, and you know, you can be able to check mark, okay, my arch is here, front of my brow starts here, so this brow over here should be the same way. You can go down here to the bottom of them and try to make them even that way for the bottom part here and the tail. It's a pretty neat little thing. I did use my Ulta Beauty and medium brown brow pencil. And these things are amazing. If you've never used them before, you should try them. And for my upper line eyeliner, I used a Clinique Pretty Easy liquid eyeliner pen. I'm not too crazy about this pen. It's just, the tip is a little too floppy for me. I'd rather a little more stiffer, you know. I mean, who wouldn't want a stiffer one? But it is a nice black. It is a pain in the butt to fix your mistakes. This eye reaped the benefits of all the mistakes. But I think I got it. So this I know I'm not going to reach for again, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. Yes, I have other swatches of eyeliners. Look at all the pretty bright colors that we can play with. And I chose this LA Girl Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Liner. This is one of my newer ones. So this is my first day getting to play with it. I put this in my waterline, and look how pretty that is. And I don't know if you can tell, but watch. It goes on so easily. It's very pigmented. It stays there for a very, very long time because I tried, I think, the purple one I have. And it is amazing. Boom. That's so pretty. We will continue playing with that. This one back in there. Did I tell you that I used the LA Girl Pro Primer for my eyeshadow base? I did. That's what I used. And for mascara, and there's hairs everywhere. And for the mascara, I used the Tarte's. A lot of Tarte products right now. Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes. Oh my gosh. And this stuff, it did a nice job doing all that. I've been watching some makeup gurus do a few things when they're doing their mascara. You know, of course, use the eyelash curler. Pump it a few times. Go ahead and break this bad boy out. If this video turns out horrible, I'm sorry. I am like so out of it, trying to get back into it. And then I had to rearrange my room. I'm sorry, my hand's in the way and I'm right-handed. So while that one coat's right there, this is bad to do. Don't like super clip your lashes on there. Just a little squeeze. That's only one coat. A little squeeze. Let that wait a second while you do the bottom lashes. And I've noticed this has made my eyelashes hold the curl a lot better than doing where I curl them and then put 2 coats of mascara on, which I am making a mess of. My eyes are a little bit watery. Alright, second coat. Anybody else have some wonky eyelashes? Like I have some down here that like lie off and they're like, no, we're not conforming to what you want us to do. Other than the smudgy mess under my eyes right now, that's not too bad. I will continue playing with that. That goes in a good bucket. Alright, I did try the setting spray. Of course, it's Tarte. It's the Tarte Rainforest, so the C4-in-1 setting spray. I did try this a couple days ago, but I thought maybe it was the foundation. My face was so glowy. So I was looking at this, and I'm like, we'll give it a try with a different foundation. See how that works out. And we'll see. I look a little shiny. Just a little shiny. Alright, I need to dig through my drawers to find a lipstick so we can get this done. Makeup wipes taste horrible on the lips. That's all I gotta say. So we're gonna snazz this up. As you can see, my purple is fading very fast. It looks good up around roots, but then not so good anywhere else. Some lady used Paul Mitchell shampoo on my hair, and it's supposed to be a color protectant for all sorts of different colors and blah blah blah, and I had beautiful purple hair, and after one wash, this is what it looks like now. But we are going to play with, I think it's, yeah, Bite Beauty Muse Bouche Lipstick and Jam. It's a purple. I don't think I made it a good lipstick situation, but you know, gotta give it a try because this is down to my last of my decluttering of lipsticks, and this gives me a chance to do it all day wear with certain lipsticks. If I don't like them, get them out of the drawer. Before I just swatched them, looked in the mirror, I was like, yeah, that looks good, take it off. So today, this is what we're going with. I will be back before Planet Fitness, and we will see where we're at then. I have a couple more videos I need to record for adult situations for this channel. They're not too bad. If you don't enjoy them, skip them. But I will see you in a little bit. Alright, it's been 6 hours since I applied this makeup. I didn't get to work out today like I was hoping to because I went on this full rampage of doing videos. So you guys are going to see a lot of this shirt, this makeup, a little bit of different hairstyles because throughout the day I always either put it up in a ponytail or I've let it down because depending on what my headache is. Alright, earlier I said that foundation looked more of a light to almost medium coverage. I'd give it a medium coverage. I looked at it in daylight, actual fresh, good light outside, loving the sun. And I took a few pictures that way, and I looked back in my recordings, and it looked pretty good on my skin. And here, with all this fake light, it's not looking, well, it looks a lot better than it did earlier. Now it's kind of had that chance to kind of melt into my skin. It's not cakey. If you have pores, you need a good pore primer situation before you do all this. It's not caking too much in my deep lines on my forehead, which I'll always have those because I do weird expressions. But I'm not going to go out and buy this. I don't think. I'll put it to the side and it'll be one of those if I get there. I mean, my skin looks pretty nice. It doesn't even look like I'm wearing any foundation on right now. Before, when I was looking at the original part of the video, you know, you could tell. But it's not bad. Alright, moving on. This AOA sponge, it is getting washed and is going into my craft things. This one is way too soft. I like a little bit more harder things, you know. So that's good. Of course, eyebrow pencil's good. Oh, I wanted to leave that out so I could put that in the description. Duh. Concealer didn't do a bad job. It didn't crease up underneath my eyes. My under eyes still have a nice little glow shine to them. I like that in concealer because then it kind of makes me look like I'm more awake. At least for me. I don't know about everybody else, but for me, that works awesome. A little bit of this Tarte Smooth Operator goes a long way, and as you can see the shine from the light on my face is not cakey at all. So I'm going to keep both of those. I'll put the other one in my extras drawer. And I'm going to keep playing with this Tarte setting spray. I don't know if it's the reason why my face has a luminosity going on, but I want to try it with other foundations. I want to find ones that are supposed to be matte foundations and do half of it with just the foundation, the other half with foundation and the setting spray, just so I can see. And I still won't get rid of it because that would be good for wetting brushes if I want more of a foiled eye look. And as you can see, 6 hours later, the liner is still in my waterline. I am loving this LA Girl Ultimate eyeliner. This is in, well, I must have ripped off the rest of the name, but it says teal. It is so pretty. I'm sorry. I mean, look how pretty that is. I love it. What else we got here? Oh, the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Peach Bronzer. I've got hiccups and burps at the same time. Oh my. I went a little ham on it. I thought I was a little ham in here, but usually with these fake lights, whatever you want to say, box lights, usually you have to pile that on so you can actually see it in the camera. Oh, buddy, taking those pictures outside. I wish I wouldn't have deleted those. Oh, that was horrendous. I would consider using this along with blush because this was a little orange, but I'm going to keep playing with it. We're doing good. So far, it's only a sponge that's going away. Of course, it's going into the desk. This mascara is looking awesome. I remember I liked it now. We'll leave the big thing for last. Now, we have the Bite Beauty Jam Lipstick. It's still going pretty strong. It ends up doing like a stain look on your lips. And you don't end up with the butthole lips. And it looks good. 6 hours later, I have not reapplied. And I have eaten, which you guys will see what I made probably this weekend. And the last thing that's in here is the MAC's Raver Girl palette. Oh, what can I say? Okay, the purple eyeshadow and stuff's still on, but I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and depot a few of these colors. I mean, the highlight's still on. I did use this light pink as a highlight just to give me a little oomph. But part of me says to not depot it and just leave it the way it is and put it in the drawer. But that one color was really, really hard to blend out. Maybe if I just don't use that color. You know what? I'm keeping it in my drawer. If I don't grab for it, which I'll put a post-it note on it on the day that I put it in the drawer. I've done that with all my other palettes. And I'm writing down the dates when I use those palettes. And if I notice in a month's time that I have not used that palette, and I'm really not gravitating towards it, I'm going to get rid of it because that's just taking up space. And those drawers can get full really, really quickly. Alright, have any of you guys tried any of these products before? Did you have other problems with it? If you've tried this before, what'd you think of it? I will have all the stuff that I used on me today linked down below. And of course, the Clinique eyeliner. I like a more sturdier tip. So definitely not playing with that. I'm still new to it, so I want something that's going to work out easily for me for right now. But if you've tried any of these products, you know, let me know what happened for you. Was it good? Was it bad? I like hearing other people's reviews on stuff too. If you've never heard of some of these things and now you're wanting to go try them out, it will be in the list down below. I don't think I will link anything. I'll see what happens. I've got a lot of things I need to record. And I'm sorry this video is so long, but tomorrow, I will be trying out this little palette right here, which you can't see the name, and I'm only doing one look out of it. Now I do have other palettes that I may be doing like 9 looks, and a video is going to be extremely long just for those, just so you can kind of see what you can do with it. Maybe give you some ideas. Maybe you fell into a funk and you don't know what colors you want to put together. I go through that all the time. That's why I watch other YouTubers. But if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment, and let me know how everything's going on in your life, and I will see you later. Love you, bye.